DeFi is going to grow in total value locked at unprecedented rates.
I concur with that one.
Because I see, let's just take XRP, for example, and what's going on Flare, right? I'm not involved in the deal. I don't have any knowledge outside of what I've heard publicly, but I have heard a lot publicly that like Flare's tech is being integrated at a native level, at a exchange level. So what does that mean? It means like companies like Uphold, I think, announced that they were integrating. Well, Uphold serves a very specific community. It's the XRP community. They got known for what they were able to withstand during that whole debacle, and they have a very loyal customer base and a lot of XRP on deposit. They own a lot of XRP. Forget the customers; they own a ton of XRP. So you look at them and you go, okay, well, them integrating Flare, what does that mean? Well, it means that if you have money on Uphold, it means that you are going to participate in DeFi without even knowing it. It's no different than what we see at Coinbase right now. You can press lend or borrow, and and you're participating in DeFi without even realizing it, and without the complexity and the complications and all of that stuff that typically went along with DeFi and involvement. And so I think that in native integration is going to be fabulous. Why do I think it's going to be fabulous? Because nothing promotes competitive user-based participation more than DeFi. If you're talking about like profit sharing as the financial institution and you are the largest depositor, like you go deposit a bunch of money in your bank, they still don't cut you in on the lending rates that they have. This DeFi does. And so you have incentive to keep your money on chain. You have incentive to keep your money at, Uphold, for example. Unlike any time else, most of the time in the past, exchanges were used for access to specific ICOs. Like Coinbase would say, we're issuing this ICO, blah, blah, blah. So that's how they got it, or just for transactions, on ramp, off ramp. But there's not been a real compelling reason to hold it, because you're holding crypto, you might as well hold it yourself. Now they're inventing some incredibly compelling reasons to hold it, like making 8% riskless yield, or not riskless, but as riskless as you can get for 8%. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be a huge thing that's going to take place.